Hello everybody, welcome to another review. This is called Where to Invade Next 2015. This is a Michael Moore film. His funniest film by far, one of Moore's best films. A laughable, laced collage of uncomfortable truths. Prepared to be liberated. Where to Invade Next is the worst documentary yet by Michael Moore. Don't get me wrong, I liked his stuff and they are all compelling, informative, and interesting. But this one is the most cherry-picked piece, leaning heavily to the viewpoint of white people. All I saw is white, 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 white. No blacks, Latinos, or people with disabilities. I am highly familiar with the education system in Finland and the United States international standing for reading, science, and mathematics. There is no such myth being surrounded by them. The first problem is the population total and the demographics of both countries. Finland has 5.5 million people, which ranks in the middle of the pack among the states in the U.S., which has 319 million people, including 39 million blacks and 55 million Latinos. Finland, although no official data exists, the number of black people is reportedly to be around 20,000, with almost no Latinos. Finland has a national curriculum which includes specific objectives for each grade level that all schools must follow, but the U.S. doesn't have that, just a vague one that's individually created by the states. Most classes at the same grade levels are different from one another. So whatever the child is learning in one class of a particular subject won't match what his brother is learning in another class with a different teacher. Why the Finnish can succeed under the model it currently has in place is because of the homogeneity of the student population. They all share the same set of values, beliefs, culture, and language, and the students are pretty much white. It makes education extremely easy to accomplish. All sort of behavior problems are literally vanished. The same could be said for most of the European countries, which are inhabited by 743 million people, including 7 million blacks, which is roughly 1% of the total population. The United States doesn't have that luxury. It has one of the most heterogeneous populations in the world. The implication is that the teachers are stuck with the blacks and the Latinos, and they are extremely difficult to teach due to their language, behavior, intelligence, and cultural issues. Yet, no matter what, public schools are legally required to provide education to all students, regardless of their color and behavior issues. The fact that the Finnish teachers come from the top 10% and have master's degrees is totally irrelevant to me. Working with white normal students makes any teacher's job extremely easy, but place these Finnish teachers in the U.S.'s Title I urban schools, many would quit within 1 year and would be desperate enough to be placed in schools that reflect the color of their skin and set of beliefs, values, and culture. Although IQ is the most direct cause, poverty is the number one factor of poor academic achievement among the black and the Latino students. They are just not cut out for the learning. 20% of the students live in poverty. Finland, it's just a scanty 3%. Yet when you take away the international test scores by the students living in poverty, the United States students actually are, on average, far away the best in the world for reading and math. Henceforth, it's true that the U.S. has the best schools, especially in post-secondary education in the world, and many students from foreign countries flock to them. However, not everything is rosy in Europe. Xenophobia, racism, racial discrimination, and related intolerance remain huge problems in European countries. Compared to them, the United States doesn't really have a racism issue. A lot of that is largely exaggerated by the media that likes to exploit outliers, which are usually reported without context. Italy's unemployment rate has been around 11 to 12% for years, and it has been steadily increasing. The United States, it has been 4.9% and is going down. Free universal medicine and college tuition in Europe, they are all paid for through exorbitantly high taxes. Sure, it costs more money to receive them in the U.S., yet the Americans enjoy one of the lowest tax rates among the developed countries in the world. Most of the European countries take advantage of being free from spending money on military defense. That's what's being provided by the United States around the world. That's why this country is relatively safe compared to the others. Most Americans will not take kindly to the idea of murder or a rapist not being punished the way he should be, because it creates an idea of getting him away with the crime. That's why this country locks up so many people, which meets the definition of punishment, doing time the hard way. Yet what people do not realize that the U.S. is a country of second chances. Many people get them all the time, all the way back to the beginning of elementary school. And once they are adult enough to face the music, it's truly the final time before they are sent to prisons. The United States of America is the best country in the world. It has one constitution compared to France, which had 17, that has been in existence for 226 years. There have only been 27 amendments in the U.S.'s constitution. Social advancement in this country is based solely on the meritocracy, not nepotism, lordships, or titles. The color of the skin has absolutely nothing to do with it. People work hard to get what they want. The rest suffer because they don't want to put in the work. And it's simple as that. Michael Moore thinks this country is so bad. Why does he not pull up examples of countries from other continents such as North America, South America, Asia, Africa, and Australia? How about North America, Russia, Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, El Salvador, Haiti, South Africa, Australia, etc.? Who the hell wants to live there given the deplorable conditions? Alright, there aren't many good ones. By the way, if it's all good in Europe, why does Michael Moore not move there? Oh right, he's a millionaire, net worth $50 million, and he doesn't want to pay the high tax rate. What a hypocrite. He's just a capitalist trying to sell socialism. All in all, Where to Invade next is an embarrassingly bad piece of propaganda that is insulting to my intelligence. Thank you so much for watching my review. We'll see you later for another movie review. Please feel free to subscribe or leave a comment. And we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.